All right, so if you've decided that your ignition control module is bad on your Buick, I guess Chevy, GM, machine, I'm not sure Pontiac used these, but I think Oldsmobile did. But I know Chevrolet, Lumina, and the Buick LeSabre are very similar. Anyway, basically any GM machine with a 3.8 liter engine. I have removed 2 of the coil packs already. But if you want to do this, disconnect the battery like I have there. And I went too far on mine because I removed the plate underneath and I took the bolts out from underneath under here and screwed those. But that's not actually necessary, because all you do is you take the bolts out here and here on your coil pack, and I believe they were, I'm thinking that was 7 millimeter. 7 millimeter. Look at. Anyway, that's it. One of them right there, and it's okay. It looks like 6 millimeter would work, but it looks like I got my 5.5 out, so that's probably what I used. Aha, there you go. .5 millimeter. And I see other people make the books and the movies. I always wonder why they don't tell you what size wrench, because that would be so handy, wouldn't it? Anyway, so that's your 5.5 millimeter. Yeah, I did. So then you can after you get all the bolts out, I see I've already taken 2 out. You take the 2 bolts out of here, then you can just unplug it, set that aside. And then, see, what I didn't understand is how that was held in. All it holds this ignition control module in is 2, 4, the 6 bolts that actually hold the coil packs in place. Then you can lift it off. And there's where it plugs in. Alright. Now you can see by looking at it that it looks like this actually serves as a ground for the whole thing, I would imagine. And that ground would take you to this piece of aluminum right here, which was actually quite corroded. So I took this off, and that's one area where I didn't feel bad about what I did, and that's the fact that I was able to clean the plate underneath it off where it bolts to, which is also aluminum. And there was corrosion under here between the 2 plates. Alright, So in that respect, it wasn't bad at all, although you wouldn't have to get the ignition control module off, because then I was able to clean it up, and it looks to me like this is your ground here. So, and if that's your ground and it doesn't work, I would imagine your signal trying to open and close to fire it may not happen. So I'm not going to just put back the old one on to see if it works now. And I understand that there is ways to check the coil packs. And now that I know that for some reason this didn't work and I've already taken it off, and the fact that I can get this and 3 of these in a high performance version, I already know that it's going to cost me about $100. I can upgrade it to a higher performing, better running machine. Now, high performance doesn't always mean you're going to go faster. It could very well be that these will last longer. And so will this last longer. But the ones I've looked at on eBay, they have them in 2 different versions. One with spark plugs for another $11 for 122, and then one with this piece, the ignition control module here, and the coil packs for $111. But the only ones you can get are high performance.